guys, it's Tsitsi, and today I'm here to talk about my February TBR. So I'm here with my second video of the day to talk about all of the books that I'm reading in the month of February, but before I get into telling you those, I have a quick thing that you might be interested to know. So for those of you who have read the Shades of Magic series, that is A Darker Shade of Magic, A Gathering of Shadows, and the soon-to-come A Conjuring of Light by V.E. Schwab, you know that A Conjuring of Light is coming out this month. We have a very short period of time left before the final book in this wonderful trilogy comes out. Now, a lot of you may know that A Darker Shade of Magic was my favorite book that I read in 2017, so clearly I am anticipating this sequel. But I wanted to let you know about a cool pre-order thing that is happening. So for those of you who are excited about the release of A Conjuring of Light and are planning to pre-order it, you can actually enter to win a signed book hugger. So a book hugger, it looks like this. This is a book hugger. Basically, it is a thing that you can wrap around all of your Shades of Magic books. It will wrap around each of them and then tie around in at the ends, and you can wrap this around your full Shades of Magic trilogy. So I will leave a link with lots of information down in the description below. Basically, if you send in a thing that says that you have pre-ordered A Conjuring of Light, you can enter to win a signed one of these. So, signed by V.E. Schwab to wrap around your beautiful completed series. If you're interested in that, like I said, all the information will be down in the description below, and thank you so much to Tor for sending this along to me so that I can wrap it around my completed series once I have it in my hands. Sadly, I won't be able to read A Conjuring of Light until March, but believe me, it's gonna happen. Now let's get into everything that I want to read in the month of February. So first, let's check off a couple of my monthly goals that I want to handle. First of all, I have to read at least one book a month that is a 2017 new release. And this month, that book is going to be We Are Okay by Nina LaCour. This is coming out on February 14th. It is about a girl who has just finished her first semester at college. She's moved from California to New York City, and she has been dealing with something incredibly sad in her past. But the book begins with her in her dorm at the beginning of winter break, and her best friend from home is coming to visit her, and she's going to have to confront a lot of the feelings that she has left behind. Some of that is in terms of grief, some of that is in terms of romance or previous feelings. I adore Nina LaCour. In January, I actually posted a song inspired by a book of hers, Everything Leads to You, if you want to go watch my little song. But I'm hoping that this book is a beautiful exploration of grief, as well as dealing with the fact that the main character is queer, what that means for her, what that means to the story. I can't wait to read it. The other thing I have to do every single month is I have to read at least one book off of my top 15 to read in 2017 list. I will leave that linked up above if you want to go watch it. I'm actually going to try to read 2 books off that list. The first of those is In Cold Blood by Truman Capote. This is a true crime story, which basically involves the fact that in 1959, 4 members of this family were savagely murdered, and Truman Capote just kind of reconstructs how the crime happened, what clues led to them capturing the murderer, all of that. I have watched the movie, I think it's just called Capote, which is just about the writing of this book. It's not the book itself, but I'm still really interested. I have read one of Truman Capote's short pieces before, but I've never read anything in his long form, so I'm excited for this one. I will also be trying to read A Court of Thorns and Roses by Sarah J. Maas, and this is a retelling of sorts of Beauty and the Beast with fae elements. That's all I know about it, besides the fact that a lot of people love it and a lot of people truly hate it. I think at the very least I will enjoy it, but I'm kind of reading this in order to get to A Court of Mist and Fury, which has a lot more positive reactions. But Janelle read this. This is actually her copy, as is this copy of In Cold Blood. And she said it reminded her a lot of Twilight, and last year this time I reread Twilight, so maybe it'll just get me that kind of vibe again. It's not that I, think Twilight is amazing, but I think that they can be fun, so I'm just kind of looking for that out of this book. I also have another huge thing that I want to accomplish. This isn't related to goals, except for the fact that I want to finish this series. Queen of the Tearling series. So this is the Tearling trilogy. I have already read the first 2, but I need to reread them so that I can read the final book, which is The Fate of the Tearling. Queen of the Tearling follows a girl named Kelsey who has been sort of kept on the outskirts of the kingdom. She has been raised to be trained as a queen, and eventually she will be returned to that kingdom, and then this book begins with her coming of age and going to rule. This is supremely political and has one of the most brilliantly written female characters, in my opinion. I think Kelsey is vibrant and fascinating as she has developed. She's intelligent and she's such a strong feminist figure, and in general I need to know how her story ends. So I'm rereading Queen of the Tearling, also rereading Invasion of the Tearling, and then I should be able to jump into Fate of the Tearling and finish off the trilogy to find out what happens. Look at all these enormous fantasy books. I have big goals for February. The last book that I'm hoping to possibly get to in February, I'm not sure if it'll happen or not, is Brown Girl Dreaming, and this is by Jacqueline Woodson. I'm reading this for a variety of reasons. So this is nonfiction and it is also poetry. It is the true account of Jacqueline Woodson growing up as African American in the 60s and 70s. I'm reading it because of that, and it sounds incredibly interesting. It's gotten great reviews, but also I just found out that Jacqueline Woodson is going to be coming to my campus in the next couple of months, so I really want to be able to read at least one of her works before she arrives to maybe possibly get this signed. So I'm really hopeful that I'll be able to get to this in February as well. It's poetry. I should be able to get through it a little faster than some of these huge fantasy books. So this, as well as We Are Okay, is my February TBR. It's a little big, but I'm hopeful. Also, I want to let you know about a month-long readathon that's happening in February, just because I think it's a really cool thing that's happening and I would love if people participated, and that is Feminist Lit February. I will leave a link to the announcement video down in the description below if you want to learn more. The host of this readathon is Jane from It's Jane Lindsay, and basically this is just a readathon that doesn't have specific rules except for the fact that you are supposed to read books about feminists, book by feminists, books that discuss intersectional feminism. There are 5 challenges associated with it, but those are kind of take them or leave them. If you need them to guide you in your reading, then it's cool to take those challenges, but if you have some books that don't fit them, that's fine as well. I already had my TBR basically picked out by the time I found out about this month-long readathon, so I will only be somewhat participating. I know some of the books behind me don't quite fit in with the feminist theme, but some of them do. The Queen of the Tearling series, Brown Girl Dreaming, and We Are Okay all fit in with challenges that are in Feminist Lit February, so I am kind of fringe participating in this as much as I can. Go find out more, participate if you can. I hope that you've enjoyed watching. Let me know what you're going to be reading in the month of February down in the comments below, and I will see you in another video very soon. Bye!